Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Rodney, Coach, after the game, talked to us about how he was asking you to do one thing, and that was just play with a lot of energy, and and it looked like you really did a great job of staying in the game after getting in foul trouble. How was that message received by you?
Coach always harped on me about just playing defense hard, and I felt like I haven't been doing that lately, and I just kind of took pride into it and just playing hard for my teammates and defending well and just staying out there on the court and trying to help us win.
Next to Kelly Quinlan. Go ahead, Kelly.
Rodney, obviously it was a tough sledding. You get hurt and you missed basically a month, basically of both practice and game action. How long is it taking you to kind of knock the rust off, and how much do you feel like that kind of set you behind a little bit when you were coming back in those first two games before the Florida State game?
It was actually pretty hard. I wound up injuring my ankle twice. It was once before Southern Cal in a practice, and then came back off the pause and re-injured it again. I mean, it's been hard, not playing in almost like a month. It's been really hard, and getting back into shape. It's hard to get back into shape, but after that last game, I really felt like I got my win back. It's just now just keep playing and just keep getting better and working out.
Back to Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Rodney, Coach naturally always preaches defense, and that's the sort of the trademark of the team. How confident are you guys now in the way you're playing in the zone?
I feel like we took a huge step forward on the defensive end. Like, we honestly, in my opinion, we have not been playing well on the defensive end at all. But Friday, our last game, it felt like we really took a step forward, and everybody was just dialed in, locked in, and we didn't let up on defense.
Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken. Ken, are you muted?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to get out of the.
All right.
Rodney, I was curious, like your hands. What are some ways that you were trying to work on that to become a better in that area, catching balls and rebounding, that sort of thing?
Say that one more time.
Like what are things that you and maybe to work on your hands, develop your ability to catch and pass and rebound?
I mean, just keep working at it. We have some things here with like I don't know how to describe it. It's like these goggles it blinks for you, like the blackened flashlights and stuff, like hand-eye coordination type thing. But
is that helpful?
It is. It's kind of hard.
Kelly Quinlan, go ahead.
In terms of just kind of finding your role, in terms of just where you fit in, and obviously they were asking a lot of you early. It seems like they kind of simplified things a little bit more and weren't trying to run the offense through as much. How much does that help when you can just focus on playing versus having to be such a focal point of running every single set play from the elbow and all that?
Yeah.
You feel like that allowed you to play a little bit faster on Wednesday?
Wednesday, I mean, we would have continued running it through the high post, but Florida State, they did a really good job taking away the high post, and they were really long. The whole team is huge, so they couldn't really get the ball into the post, or else we would have ran point a lot. But coach tells he says I don't got to score a point, and I'm fine with that. He said just play defense, play your heart out, and just be there, help the team win.
Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Rodney, I'm not sure if you noticed it during the game, but, Coach went to a smaller rotation, 7 guys. Do you like playing those extra minutes? And, how was your conditioning?
I felt like I was tired in that one of the stretches, but then got back into the groove. But, I mean, playing less guys, I mean, that means like more people got to step up that's playing those larger minutes. It kind of keeps people in the rhythm, keep them in locked in, but I mean, everybody got to stay ready at the end of the day.
The floor is open. We got time for another one. Go ahead, Ken.
You mentioned about, after the Wake game, I think the defense becoming clearer to you. Can you describe kind of the challenge in learning the different, assignments and responsibilities in that 1-3-1 and kind of what it takes to maybe become more comfortable with it?
1-3-1. I like that defense a lot. My main areas is guarding the corners, the paint, and the up, like just both corners, being there on the traps and the corners. Just pretty much helping out. But I like playing our 20 defense a lot.
Ken, go ahead and we'll wrap it up.
Rodney, it's a little off the wall. I hope you'll bear with me. But Jordan, Michael, and Khalid in particular seem to like to try different hairstyles and braids and so forth. And I'm curious kind of what you think and maybe who does it best.
Who does it best? That's a hard question. Probably the light skinned Mike and us. They're more like the pretty boys.
Uh-huh. You guys kind of joke around with them about that, about their showing up looking with different looks?
Yeah, they most definitely show up with a different hairstyle probably every game. or they might have a rough hair day and just let it all fly.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, I think that's all the time we got. Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you.
Khalid Moore, raise your hand in the chat and we'll get started with Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Khalid, coach has asked you to do a lot of the dirty work out there, playing physical on defense, getting on the boards. How do you like that role?
I feel like it falls into something that I've always been used to, just playing hard and doing whatever it takes to help my team get the win.
Next to Kelly Quinlan. Kelly.
Do you feel like you guys are finally sort of hitting your stride a little bit with the defense? It seems like the zone wasn't quite right most of the first half of the season, and it seemed like Saturday you guys looked a little bit like the team last year in terms of just the way you got after the ball and getting steals and stuff. Do you feel like the other guys are starting to buy in and understand their roles a little bit better?
Yeah, I feel like we're starting to, hit a turning point, really taking pride in our defense. I feel like it's getting a lot better now. I feel like in the first half of the season it wasn't as good, but I feel like everybody's buying into the role and, just playing hard with the commitment on defense, and it's working out for us.
Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
To follow up on that, how much of that change is guys just learning the rules of the 1-3-1, and how much of it is, as you said, committing to it and putting in the effort?
I think honestly it's a combination of both, because it also takes just committing to it, playing hard, willing to make those second effort plays, but also just knowing where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. That helps everybody else out on defense. So I feel like it's a combination of both.
Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
You got the big win nationally over Florida State. Now you got another top team, Miami, coming in. How big would that be for the team moving forward down the stretch if you could pull another upset tomorrow?
I feel like it would definitely be a big thing for us. We like to take it one game at a time. I feel like since we started off on the wrong foot, we have to make a turning point, change the trajectory of how we were playing and start getting these wings stringing along. So I think it will be really big for us.
Kelly Quinlan. Go ahead, Kelly.
Obviously, since you've been here, you've seen you guys the last two seasons have really come on in the second half of the year, in that sort of second rung of ACC play where you are right now. Mm-hmm. Are you seeing what you've seen from those previous two teams in terms of the way you guys are gelling? Do you feel like that's something that's likely to happen right now?
Yeah, I feel like our team is we're starting to gel together, play for each other. And, when our backs are against the wall, that's when we play our best. So I feel like we're starting to hit a turning point.
Got time for a couple more. The floor is open. Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
Did something kind of happen maybe after the Wake Forest game that was crucial in that, that pivoting or that being a turning point?
I really couldn't say anything in specific. I feel like it was just guys really just like realizing the way that our season was going and that we'd have to change the way our energy is in order for us to make a comeback. So I feel like just everybody buying into playing hard really got us these last 2 wins.
Back to Rod. Go ahead, Rod.
Going back to the defense, do you see the light starting to come on for a couple of the younger guys like Smith and Coleman, and how has that helped you guys improve the defense?
Like I said, it takes time for people like that, especially the newcomers to, get the rules down, which plays a big part. But I feel like they're starting to get it down, and I feel like that's starting to help us a lot on the defensive end.
Take one more if anybody's got one. All righty. Thank you, Khalid. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Khalid.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khalid.